1 10 10 spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the tell her it's not that. Oh, for the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the rookie third-round pick. It's Devon Achane. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And running with power here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Harris coming up with a solid run there. He shifted to a more complimentary role last season in New England due to some injuries and the emergence of others, and posted the fewest yards and carries of his past 3 seasons. That influenced an AFC East jump from the Patriots to the Bills, where he got a 1-year deal to prove that he could be the lead back once again.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. The Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 33, here's a second down and 4. Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A-Chain gets it from the gun.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
A-Chain now up the middle. And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
In motion left is Wilson. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Allen now on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And again, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but man, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Cook. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
In motion left is Davis. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw, it's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Jair Elam makes the pick.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Allen off the play fake. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to work. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, it's Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great
rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That two is going to change things up. On 2nd down, a run by H.A.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He was brought down by Terrell Bernard. A gain of 16 yards.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Allen looks to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it off.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd down and 13. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to pass. Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down is Allen. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
22 yards there, a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. 2 and now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine